Hey everyone, what is going on? I wanted to come on here very quickly and share a huge announcement and some really good news. I know I've been missing from IG for a while and I haven't really been creating any content and I just haven't really been engaged in some time, and I do apologize for that. There's just so much going on in the background and a lot of moving parts moving right now at once, all good things, but it has been taking up a lot of my time and attention lately. But again, it's all good things. So I'm just going to get into it. I'm not going to edit this video. I may drop some F-bombs. I may drop the S word. And if I do, sorry, not sorry, this is not the channel for you or not the page for you, and I won't be the person for you to follow. So I'm just going to put that disclaimer out there right now because I'm just going to record this and, because it's good news. And like I said, I'm just going to be me. Okay. All right. So about 2.5 weeks ago, I was contacted by a med spa. So real quick, just a backstory on the med spa. I interviewed with them back in 2019, the same med spa. So just keep that in mind, okay? So they contacted me 2.5 weeks ago for a phone interview and I accepted. And when I was emailing the person back and forth, I was like, I think I spoke to this person before. Like I knew I had interviewed at the med spa, but I think I had spoken to that person in particular before. And sure enough, when I look back at past emails, I had spoken to them. So me and this person get on the phone and they asked me, do I know where they're located and do I, have an idea of who they are and what they do? And I said, yes. I said, actually, I interviewed with you all back in 2019. With that being said, the person said, I knew it. They said, I kept looking at your resume and they said, this person looks so familiar. Like their resume looks familiar. Everything about them is familiar. So they said, everything about this person looks familiar. I can't quite put my finger on it. And we both started laughing. I said, yes. I said, I interviewed with you in particular back then. And she said, I knew it. Oh my goodness. It is so crazy. She was like, that I found you again. And I was like, yes. And so I told her, I was like, I just want to tell you a quick story. I said, during the time in 2019 when I interviewed, so here's the story. So go ahead and get some popcorn and a glass of wine because this is about to get wild. So during the time that I had interviewed with them back in 2019, I was sick, like so physically sick. It wasn't even funny. And I was running a high fever. I had a fever of like 102 and I knew I was sick and I didn't have the flu or anything. But long story short, I had a really bad skin infection that I was fighting off. And I didn't know that it was getting ready to escalate to the level that it was escalating to. So I went on the interview anyway. I didn't even care. And this is a little bit of a story and a lesson on the power that we have as humans and when we sometimes underestimate ourselves, but this is the strength that we have because when you want something, it doesn't matter how sick you are or whatever the case may be, you will even fight off death in certain situations to get where you want to be and to have what you want, right? So that is the power of the human strength. That is what I was looking for to say. That's the power of the human strength. And I didn't care. I was running a fever. I was standing on that interview sweating, like beads of sweat was on my forehead, and I didn't even care. I was like, I'm getting this job. And like, that's how bad I wanted the job. So I told her, I said, what you didn't know was that I was extremely sick and I had been running a high fever for maybe the past day or so. So like I said, I was running the fever and I stayed on my A game. I did not let them see me sweat. No pun intended, but I did not want them to see me sweat. I did not want them to see me sick. I didn't want them to see anything that I was physically going through because I wanted the job. So the working interview that day lasted for about an hour. And I told her, I said, but I was fighting through it. And then later on that night, I ended up being hospitalized, like late that night, early morning. I ended up being hospitalized for a week. So when I didn't get the job, it wasn't meant to be at that time. And she was like, oh my God, the fact that you never showed an ounce of being sick. She said you were on your A game with the questions, with your knowledge, everything. You not once let on that you were sick as you were. You just didn't. And I said to her at that moment, it wasn't meant to be because I ended up being hospitalized for almost a week and I was And I was down for almost 2 weeks. So, long story short, I have keloids. If y'all don't know what keloids are, again, this is a story for another day. But keloids are basically an overgrowth of collagen tissue. Whenever I get trauma to my skin, whether it's from surgery or if I accidentally get hurt and there's a wound to my skin, my body doesn't know how to stop producing the scar tissue. Like, it doesn't know how to stop healing that area. So there's an overgrowth of collagen tissue, and it forms a raised scar. That's a story for another day. So anyway, so she said to me, phone interview's over. I want you to come in tomorrow for a working interview. Phone interview's done. Like, what you did says enough about you and your character and who you are as a person. So anyway, so your girl goes in for her working interview the next day. Met some amazing staff members. This med spa is lit. Like, they are absolutely amazing. And I knew they were amazing the first time I met them back in 2019. They left a huge impression on me. And so I did my working interview with one of my teammates and with the director of the med spa. A few days later, she offers me a medical esthetician position. Yes, yes. So your girl is a medical esthetician with Magnolia Medical and Aesthetics. So yes, it is official. I am now a medical esthetician at a med spa, and this has been 2 years in the making. 2 motherfucking years in the making, okay? Like, this has been a long road. So I had to learn patience and many other things that were learning points that I had to learn and go through in those lessons. And also, too, it was to calm the fuck down with my pride and my ego. And it's like, yes, you have sacrificed a lot. Yes, you are smart. You're very intelligent. And yes, you do know a lot, but you don't know everything. And honestly, right now, because of the job that I was at before, I was like, I'm better than this. Like, why am I here? But when I look back, it was actually the perfect job and at the perfect time. It was what I needed then. And they served everything I needed at that moment. It served everything I needed. So it wasn't meant to be at those med spas then. It just wasn't. And then also too, battling, severe health issues, there was no way. And again, that job that I didn't want back in 2019 the job that I didn't want back in 2019 was actually the perfect job. And it was the perfect management crew. It was perfect across the board. They had a lot of patience with me. They were very understanding with me. And your girl, even I had to be down for like almost 2 weeks from work, and I still got a full 2-week paycheck. And I had only been there for a short period of time. How was that even supposed to happen? You see what I'm saying? So again, be patient when you are. Be thankful. Show gratitude. I promise you, when you do that and you step off the scale, off your high horse, and you're like, okay, you know what? Let me calm down and just let me just flow where I'm at right now. I'm just gonna go with the flow. And when it's time, I know, you'll know. And when that door opens up, it'll be perfect. But just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Learn the lessons. And be patient. But it just has to be the right timing. And so, and sometimes, the universe is like, or the divine. So I know however everybody refers to their higher source, God, or, Allah, whatever you refer to your higher sources, I say the divine or the universe. And when you hear me say that, that's what I'm referring to, my higher source. A lot of times the divine is like, I need you to be patient, because there's a lot of moving parts that you don't know about that's going on in the background that needs to be maneuvered so that you can get to this place, so that if it's meant for you to be there and if it serves you for your greatest and highest good, it's going to be right. It's going to be right when it's time, and it's going to be the perfect alignment. You have to be patient. And at the time, I was not being patient, and my ego and my pride was taking a hit. It really was, because your girl has sacrificed so much, and I was just like, why don't they want me? So again, back to the good news. Your girl is a medical esthetician at Magnolia Aesthetics, and Magnolia Medical and Aesthetics. I'm sorry. So I will be doing lasers, laser skin treatments for acne, veins, everything. Like, I am excited. I am so excited. Advanced acne treatments. I mean, the things that they do there to help people with their skin is phenomenal. Just a lot. It's so much, and it's my realm. It's where I've always wanted to be. So yeah, it's gonna be good things. This year is gonna be a great year, and I'm looking forward to it. I think I need to do more stories about my journeys, because when I tell you it's been one hell of a ride, it has been one hell of a ride since I've hit my 30s. Like, it has been crazy. But now it feels like things are starting to mellow out. I'm sorry if I'm looking up here and then I'm looking down here. I got to get used to this whole recording thing. Anyway, but yeah, so your girl finally did it. It took 2 years for this moment to happen, but it is finally here. Come and check me out at Magnolia Medical and Aesthetics. I will put their information below this video. And yeah, stay tuned for the ride. Chase Beauty Lashes. Everything is going to be changing on this page. Chase Beauty Lashes now has its own official page. So make sure you check out my Instagram, Chase Beauty Lashes. It's going to be its own separate entity. It's going to be makeup videos on there, lashes, all makeup and beauty stuff will be on that page. Brady Michael also has his own page, my kitty, so check out his page. I think it's _ Brady Michael. And what else? Yeah. And the last thing I want to say is, get you a good group of girlfriends that has your back, or a good group of friends in general that have your back, that will help to guide you during life when you are feeling like you are at your lowest, at the lowest of the lowest, right? So shout out to my best friends, Marquita, Arby with the Bonafide Dreams, Asiatu, Sophia, my makeup boo, April, and my sister, and all of you. Like, I just want to tell you, ladies, you are so special. Thank you so much for being a listening ear, being a shoulder for me to cry on, for being a strong support system to me when I just felt like I was ready to throw in the towel many times. And I just want to say thank you to each and every single one of you. Ladies, you are so special. Like, everyone, get you a group of friends. Yeah, but get you a strong, heavy crew that are riding with you. Like, they legit and genuinely ride for you. They rock with you. They support you no matter what. Okay, no matter what. And Aubrey, this is a special one for you. Thank you for being there and helping me in more ways than I could ever imagine. This girl, when I first got sick, it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and I called her. No, actually, I had sent her a text, and I was like, oh, I'm in the ER. She's like, okay, well, I'm going to wake up hubby, and we going to come down there. And I'm like, girl, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, honey. And they, now, mind you, we live in the same state, but they're almost an hour from me. They live almost an hour from me. And she was like, we coming. And I'm like, okay, well, hold on. Let me see what they say first. They may send me home. Well, they didn't send me home, but you know what I'm saying? So that's that support system when it's not convenient, and you get a good group of friends when it's not convenient for them, but they're like, I'm riding with you. So that's it. That's all I came on here to say. I think this video is a little bit longer than I had intended for it to be, but oh well. I haven't seen you guys in a while. You haven't seen me in a while, so whatever. Anyway, so I hope everybody has a great day. It is Monday. Happy Monday, and let's start this week off strong and good and positive and focused with intention. Let's move during this week with intentions, strong intentions, and getting stuff done, getting it done and moving forward. All right, I will talk to you guys later. I love you all, and I will keep you updated, and I look forward to sharing all of my content with you with my new adventures. All right, bye.